Once upon a time, a very wise doctor came to me, and he said the following. He said, "Bones heal." No, he said like this. "Bones heal. Pain is temporary. And chicks dig scars." Which, that was a very teachable moment in my life. Because I was just a young squat. And he was a great doctor. A very great doctor. And words coming from a doctor when you're a young squat are like eggs on Sunday morning before you go to church. When you're in the famine. Pretty darn good. How good? Pretty darn. Which actually leads me to a story. Alright, hey everybody, welcome to Story Time with Adam Eggleston. It's going to take a really long time because I'm a very terrible storyteller and I'm very easily distracted. But I think you can see right here, I have a scar. May or may not be able to see it. I'm really hoping that you can. Anyway, so one day I decided I'm going to go skating. And this is ice skating. This is the type of skating that you do in Idaho when your neighbor has a frozen over pond. So me and Bryce Anderson, we're out there, we're skating pretty hardcore on the ice. We're just like, just skating, just like brobots, dude. We were just skating, and just like we were each other's relia bros. And so like, anyways, we're skating, right? And all of a sudden, dude, I think, you know, it would be really cool if I could just spin around backwards and skate backwards. And in this point, listen, this is a man confession. I used to figure skates, which are like girl skates. So anyways, I was used to the girl skates, but this time I was wearing hockey skates. I was wearing like man skates. So I'm like, okay, I'm wearing hockey skates. Well, let me tell you a little bit the difference between hockey skates and sorry. So let me tell you the difference between hockey skates and the other type of skates, which are called figure skates. All right. So here we got hockey. Here we'll do figure skates there like this. Right. And then weep, and then something like this, right? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Anyways, yeah. Then you have the shoe up here, right? There we go. Hey, that's not a bad skate. I'm pretty good artist. Okay. Well, anyways, the difference between this is a figure skate right here, and I'll show you a hockey skate. Hockey skates are shaped like this. But I'm gonna just kind of emphasize this point right here. It's kind of like that. So imagine trying to stand on that. It's a little bit difficult. So here I am on these sweet hockey skates. First time I ever wore them in my life. That's Idaho talk, in case you're wondering. That's the winder right there. Anyways, so I decided, I'm like, okay, flip backwards, and I'll just be skating backwards. I'll be like, whoosh, whoosh, you know. So I do it. I do that. I flip around. Now what does a guy who's not used to these skates do? He falls straight on his face, and that's where this scar comes from right here. Because I was playing some hockey, decided to turn around, and I fell flat on my face. Well, just once, just only one time. And I turn around, I look up at the skies, and I'm just laying on the floor, and I'm like, and I couldn't feel anything. Bryce, my buddy, he comes up to me, looks at me, he's like, dude, you got a huge cut on your face. And I was like, whatever, you're lying. He's like, dude, you got a huge cut on your face. And I was like, dude, no. He's like, go look at it. So I go run into this guy's house that we were at. And I had this huge cut on my forehead. Well, lucky for me, my parents were out of town. Just kidding, that wasn't luck. Yeah, they were out of town. They were on a cruise in the middle of winter. But here's the real lucky part. I happened to be at a pediatrician's house who is the owner of the pond that I was on. So guess where he took me? Right to his office. And guess what he did to me? That's right. He sewed me up. Now, I can thank him today that I am alive, and for the reason that I have this scar, and for that I almost lost my life. But the moral of this story is, even though we might be used to something, we'll change. Things will change around us no matter what we do. And we'll get the effects of those changes. And we'll fall. We probably won't always succeed. But the moral of this story is that you must always keep going, because of this whole experience, I am now on my way to becoming a professional hockey player. Hope that video is inspirational. Thanks, guys. Story time with Adam Eggleston the first. Have a good one. Take care. And don't forget to make life worth it. Thanks. Bye-bye.